I'm going to show you about editing or encoding video using Adobe Media encoder into a smaller file for whatever use. If you want to just make it, you know, if you wanted to make it, you know, super small, just to keep it, to be able to put it on your phone or something, or save space on a SD card or micro SD card. The newest format out is H.265. A lot of people remember what H.264 is, and H.265 is becoming much more popular. Actually, it's in iPhones. That's the format that they record in is H.265. I think Samsung also, their phones, the 4K video that's in those phones is H.265. I think. I'm not. Don't hold me completely on this. I think that's what it is. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a couple things here. This video here. This is my YouTube intro video that I made last night for the channel. It's the video that you see playing at the beginning of the channel. It's actually it's Ultra HD. Let's go to properties. Details. It's 2048 by 1152. So it's kind of an in-between HD size. It's not really full HD. It's an odd HD. My buddy keeps sending me messages. He doesn't know I'm sitting here doing a video. And it's an unusual HD. 2048 by 1152. That would just happen to be the project size. So what I did was this file here is actually it's uncompressed, basically, is what it is. It's only it's only like a minute long, not even. It's like 25 seconds. Let's bring that project up. I'll show you the project and my settings for exporting that. So we'll go in After Effects. I'll show you this project and the settings that I use to export. When I rendered it, my render settings, it's basically animation preset that I use for menus. And it's the same size, it's over HD, so it's, you know, larger than HD. It's almost UHD. I'm gonna bring this project over here so you can see it. Come on, get back over here. Intro video, small, open project. It's got a font that wasn't in it. Okay. So here's the project. Right here. There's me. And then it goes to this fire and stuff. It freezes me. Here it comes. It's a lot to render. It's got my name and it freezes me. And my double chin. Nice shot there. Alright. So when I rendered it U2 intro MOV. Let's just duplicate this so you can see what it was. Okay, so custom QuickTime. So if I go into these settings, it's QuickTime, format, RGB format options. It's set to animation. So basically it's not even H.264. It's just basic, you know, recording 2048. It's the exact dimension sizes, the same dimensions as the project. Everything's the same with audio, except for it's basically uncompressed video. Basically that's what it is. It's uncompressed video. So, and I could have exported this as H.265, but I didn't feel like it. I was fine with this because I knew the project is the whole composition's 30 seconds long. 34 seconds. It's not even a minute. It's half a minute long. 34 seconds. It's 30 seconds long, and it's 6 gigabytes for 34 seconds of clip. See? It's 6 gigs for a 34-second video. So let's make this. Let's do this. I'm going to show you. I'll do two of them. I'll do one in H.264 and one in H.265, and that way we'll be able to check both of them out. Let me launch a media encoder. Wrong one. I clicked the wrong one. Let me go back. Let's go to media encoder. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing there. My bad. It's a Friday, I think. Okay. Let's take this out of here. Alright, so in Media Encoder, I like to, you can just drag the files over. So Media Encoder can be used standalone, or you can send your files from say Premiere or After Effects or whatever. You can send them from anything, practically. Audition, like I showed in the other clip there, that I do all my final audio in Audition and send it to Media Encoder. Or you can just drag a file over. So I can just drag it over. So here's the thing. Okay, match source, high bitrate. So let's pick this. Let's pick H.264. And we're going to go with something that's similar. H.264. Let's go with the YouTube preset for HD for 4K 2160p, because it's almost that same size anyway. Okay, so we got YouTube 2160p 4K, so it's 167 megs. Match source. We're going to match source on the size instead of bringing it up. I don't want to increase the size up to YouTube size. I want to leave it the size that it is. Just makes it faster. So 2-pass encoding. I always make some changes here. 2-pass. So you're looking at 159 megs is how big that is. Audio AC3, ACC. Okay. So it's 160 megabytes is how big it's going to be. So let's click this, and I'm going to put this in. We're going to call this DR Films YouTube, new folder. We'll go intro. Intro exports. Intro exports. So we're going to put it in there. Intro exports MP4. Okay. Let me read. I got to rename it because I want one to be H.264. H.264 MP4. Okay, there we go. So one is H.264 MP4, and it's 160 megs. All right, we got that. Now we're just going to duplicate it. We're going to duplicate this, duplicate it, but this time we're going to click this, and we're going to go into the settings, and we're going to change this H.264 to H.265. Watch this, 30 megs. It dropped from 160 to 30 megabytes. So let's look. It's the exact same settings. Everything else is the same. It's changed. All it did was VBR 1-pass. Same thing. Quality good. Let's change the highest quality. Let's change it to the highest quality. Maximum render quality. I'll have to go flow. Everything else is the same. The bitrate is slow. We're going to leave the bitrate like here because I want to see exactly what this looks like. Let's see what this looks like. You know, at 30 megs. Let's see what the difference is between 160 megs. This is less than half its size. Right at half its, you know, it's less than half its size. 30 is 90 megs. So this is a third of its size. Or a quarter even. So anyway, let's take a look at it. I just woke up. I'm still drinking my coffee. I already had HAEVC, but I must have used it already. Okay, EVC H.265 is going to take quite a bit longer to encode, but we're going to bring these in. We're going to look at these files and see how they look, how each one of them looks once it's done. So I'm going to, I got to change the name. This one's got a H.265. H.265 MP4. It's in the same intro exports because that's where I saved the last one. Okay, so we're going to cut this. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to start encoding. I'm starting now. Here we go. It's encoding. It's going to do both of them. Instead of speeding this up, there's no point in me sitting here recording it the whole time. So I'm just going to pause it and come back when it gets done. I do want to say something. I'm going to cut in real quick here. We're going to see how long this total time, elapsed time is like a minute. It's H.264 is going pretty quick. My video card in here is a GTX 760. It's an older card, but it does work with H.264. What it doesn't do is it doesn't have a hardware encoding for H.265. The GTX 1060 has an H.265 encoder, but I think the 1070 and 1080 don't. I'm not sure about that, but I know that the 900 series didn't have an H.265 encoder. I know the 1060 does. I think. I don't know if the 960 did. I'll have to look that up. I remember there was some oddball thing like one of the lower ends had it, but the higher ends didn't. Either way, there is hardware encoding on the video cards now. And see, I'm using Mercury playback engine right here, CUDA. But it works for H.264, so we'll see how quick this is going. It's been a minute, like 2 minutes long, and H.264 is almost done. It's taking 2 minutes. H.264. Now, when we get to H.265, this is going to go up a lot. So, maybe not. A minute and 22. Maybe it actually is working pretty good. I think that was 2 passes on the other one though. It made 2 passes. Oh, here it goes. Slowed down to nothing. It's I'm gonna have to pause this and come back. So I'm gonna pause this and let you know how long it took for the H.265, which it will take quite a bit longer for H.265 because I don't have any hardware encoding on the card. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know about that. Alright, just wanted to give you a little update. This is taking way long. Okay, so far 10 minutes has passed. It's not even a quarter of the way through on the H.265 with 1 pass. It's telling me I have 12 more minutes left. So it's taken about 30 minutes just to do this 35 second clip. Like 30 minutes just to do 1 pass. So if you were going to do H.265, you better either have A, time, or B, hardware that can make it accelerate it. So the newer video card that would be able to accelerate H.265 encoding. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there for a long. I couldn't imagine. I've seen some movies or long videos posted in H.265. They obviously had to have a hardware encoder. There's no way you could do an hour-long video. It would take you 2 days to encode it, at least. Like 2 full days. It would be ridiculous the amount of time it takes to encode it. So, anyway, I just thought I'd jump back in here and show you how long. It's been 10 minutes and 48 seconds of encoding. It still has 12 minutes and 22 seconds. So, I'm just going to let this go and finish encoding, and we'll take a look at it. But it is small. It's a lot smaller than the original. That's pretty amazing. We're going to check it out and see how this thing looks. The quality is pretty amazing. There's a few cameras that shoot on. Well, there's one. The Samsung NX1 came out last year, and it shoots video on H.265 on the camera. Now, there was a problem when it first came out. If you watch the reviews of the people that when they first got it, especially the Apple people, were pretty upset because there was no way to make it work on Apple, and the software that came with the camera didn't work on Apple or something like that. So it ended up being you had to transcode all the footage into a different format in other words, you had to transcode stuff in order to make it work, in order to edit it. So it defeated the purpose of having it kind of defeated the purpose of having H.265 if you can't edit it. If you have to turn it into something bigger just to edit, just shoot in the bigger format to begin with. So, but now Premiere supports it. Obviously, you can see that it's a preset in the latest. Actually, I think it came out in CC 2015 or 16, like last year's update. At the beginning of last year, at the end of, and like in January of 2016, they had an update that added H.265 to Premiere, so you can edit H.265 directly in Premiere. I'll show you. I'll bring it in and let you see that you can edit it in Premiere and without a hardware encoder. So that's my next big, not my next big purchase. I'm looking at the AMD Zen, which has just been announced CPU, the 8-core. Hopefully we're going to get some benchmarks of that before, but that'll be in January or February. And when I build that system, I'll do a build video and show you how to how I built it and what components I chose for the build for doing what I do. I do a little bit of gaming. I like to game a little bit, like Doom and Battlefield and stuff like that. But is 10% is gaming, 40% is Facebook and social media, because you can't help it. I get stuck in that stuff and I'm doing it. And then the other 50% is editing and rendering and stuff like that. And that's about right. So about half my time, like I work on several projects at once and do these other things, but then I'm on Facebook doing different things. Okay, so it finished and it took 30 minutes to render that file. So let's go check them out. Let's go see. They're going to be in here, and they're going to be under, what did I call it? I put it under, well, just click it. All you got to do is click it and it takes you right to it. Intro exports. So I've got one that's H.264 and one H.265. Now, here's the other thing. If I click H.264 MP4, plays just fine in my movies and TV app that's built on the Windows. If I click this one, it's playing just fine also, which is rare. Sometimes it won't play. Okay, so like if I choose Cyberlink Power DVD 14, which has been updated, it will play the H.265 just fine. Here it is. Or H.264. See, AVC, MPEG-4, AVC. It's telling me what the... Okay. Now if I click this one and choose play Cyberlink Power DVD, oh, it's playing it too. It had an update. HEVC. So it's telling you that the codec is HEVC. So I'm gonna bring these into Premiere. Let's do this right now. While I'm right here, we're gonna close this stuff. I'm gonna launch Premiere. Adobe Media encoder is, or After Effects is done. Well, save. We're going to close this and we're going to go to Premiere. So let's open, I'm going to drag these into Premiere and show you. I'm going to go YouTube. Let's go here, intro exports. I'm going to drag these into the project. I'm going to make a new project based on this video that I'm talking about right now and put these examples at the end to show you what this looks like. So I have a project with my, dang, I hate it when it does that, YouTube videos 1. These are my YouTube videos, and I let it update to the newest thing. And this is the vlogging with the Sony AX100 that I did earlier. So I can close that. So what we'll do is what I'll do normally is just drag my folder directly into my project. So intro things, it comes in as a folder and comes in as 2 files, brings them right in. No problems. See? Let's click it. Show thumbnails. See? No problems. H.265, H.264. Both of them working just fine. Drag it up here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison with both of these. So let's drag this one, the H.265, directly down to the new thing, and what it does is creates a sequence based on the project settings. So here it is. This is H.265, by the way. See? H.265. And it looks exactly the same as the other one. Let's see what the file sizes are. It looks exactly the same. Wrong file. Boop. Intro exports. Okay, so this one is 30 megs. This one is 160. 30 versus 160. Notice how the frame doesn't show up on this clip, the H.265 one. I guess that's one of the things that it's not doing. But anyway, you can see I can edit it. This is H.265. You saw me export it. And it looks exactly the same. I'm going to do a side by side. Let's bring the other one down in here. Okay, there's the clip. That's the sequence, H.264. So let's do this. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you a side-by-side comparison. I am now. It's a new thing. Okay, so if you go to the effects thing and you see our OP, crop, there it is. There's a transform crop. So just drag that onto the top clip. Let's turn the bottom one off so we don't see it. So it turns it black. So because we can't see if I go to the crop effect. Where's the crop? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. If I go to the crop effect and I choose left, you can't see because it's the same thing. So turn off the bottom one, and now I can see. See, there it is. So if I go left, let's go 50% left. So this is half and half. So this is half of this video will be, even though it's over the top of it, half of it will be the right half. Let's pick a thing here, so this way we know. Okay, so let's do this. So the right half is H.264. The left half is H.265. We can swap that around. We can make the right half. Let's swap it around. Let's do the right half because I like to be able to see what I'm doing. So let's make the right half H.265. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go left 100. Damn it! I'm always okay, left. We're gonna go right. Yeah. Right, we're going to go 50%. Okay, so now the left side is H.2. This is H.264, and the right side is H.265. Okay, so the left-hand side is H.264, and the right-hand side is H.265. So it's going to be kind of hard to see. I guess I should put like a drop shadow or something on this. I might do that. Throw a drop shadow on here. Something to make the edge glow so you can see which side's which. So, because you can't tell. So let's go to, where's my thing? I'm going to go back in here. I want the title to end up in here. File, new, title. We're going to go H.264. H.264. And that's going to be on the left-hand side. That's over here. So I'm going to put it nice and big over here. I messed up my title somehow and ended up with all this junk. H.264. Make it bigger. I don't want it too big. We're going to drag it right here. Kind of right there. So you can see this is H.264. We're going to duplicate this title and put it H.265 right there. Actually, I can go ahead and do that and do it all at once. What was I thinking? I don't need to have two titles. Drag it over. Whoops. Yeah, just do that. So this one's H.264, this one's H.265. Simple. One title. Put it over the top. Drag it out so you can see what it is. Turn on the bottom one. Okay, this one's H.264, this is H.265. I'm giving you a little tutorial while I'm sitting here. Alright, so let's also put a drop shadow or something on here. So let's go to drop shadow. We're going to plop it on this clip. See the line? See the line that appeared? We're going to go back. We're going to go into the settings. You can change the effects for drop shadow. So let's get rid of all this stuff, this cropping and stuff. Now we're just on drop shadow. Shadow color. So we can change the shadow color to something light, like white. Now it's a white line down through the middle. You can see it. We can make the size of it. Turn the softness up. It's a soft. Distance. Make it close to the center. Opacity is 50%. That's good. We'll turn it down a little bit. There. That's good. Okay, so that's good. So now we can click off of it. Now you can just see the line. See the white line right there? That's to show you where the difference is in the clips. I think they look identical. So I'm going to export these and put these at the end of this tutorial, so you can watch that right now. The clips right here at the end, and check it out for yourself. I mean, looking at it from my point of view, if I zoom this in, if I control and tilde, it makes it full screen. By the way, control tilde, and then hit the space bar. I can't tell a difference. The H.265 looks exactly the same to me as the H.264. I mean, I even paused on the frames. It looks the same. This is 4K video. It looks the same. Both sides look the same. I can't see a discernible difference between the two. And one is 1/4 of the size. So there you go. I seriously can't. So just that's a hint for you. I didn't find this out until later. Control and tilde key makes the whatever the screen it is. Just the tilde makes it full screen with the boxes. With the box, see the controls are down here. That's just the tilde key. That's the little squiggly key right above tab. Just so you know, just a little hint. I didn't know about that until later. So any window that you're on, if I click the tilde key, it brings it full screen. But if I control and tilde, makes it completely full. See? Control and tilde makes the screen complete. So if I go control tilde here, it brings in this, it goes back to this screen here and makes this output screen full screen. Just as a little heads up, if you didn't know. Control tilde brings this screen into full screen. So let's check this out. You guys watch this and you tell me, can you tell a difference between the H.264 and the H.265 side? Now granted, this isn't like a bunch of advanced testing with nature and stuff like that, but it's just something I thought would be interesting to share with you, the difference, and see if you can tell, because I can't see a difference side by side. It's so close that even without the line, you'd have no idea where one clip was and the other one was. Shadows and everything, I couldn't see any noise differences in the shadows or anything. And the size is 1/4 of the size of the original, of the other. It's 1/20th of the size of the original. The original file is 6 gigabytes. It's 6 gigs. And the H.265 file is 30 megabytes. There's a difference for you. How's that? 6 gigabytes down to 30 megabytes. And I can't see a difference. I literally cannot see a difference between the files. You be the judge. You tell me. Subscribe if you like this video if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe if you like my channel and you like the videos that you see on here. Subscribe and we'll talk. I'll show you how to do other stuff. A lot of people get confused in this Adobe Media encoder. The other options, they just pick a preset, and I'm the kind of guy, I've always done extra things for the preset rather than just pick the preset. I always go through and change it to 2-pass encoding and drop the bit right down. I always try to work out the most quality for the smallest size file that I can get, and that's why H.265 seems like a big deal to me, to be able to see the differences between these two files and see that I can't see a difference. I literally cannot see a difference. I mean, I suppose if I was, doing a long video or something, the only difference I can see is it takes too long. So the faster that we can get some serious hardware to hardware encode H.265, the better. I mean, easily the better. Anyway, check out the video. Like this video if you like it. Don't like it if you don't like it. Say I don't like this video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think H.265 is something that we should all be doing, or or is this just a fad, or is it just too much work? If you know of some video cards that that will encode H. I know the 10 series NVIDIA chips does the AMD cards do they accelerate H.265? Does the RX 480, does it accelerate H.265? I don't know. I haven't dealt with those cards. I was thinking of those because after seeing the AMD rollout with the new Zen CPU and the Vega CPU GPU that was playing Doom in 4K at 70 frames per second, that was pretty impressive. So if the card's that powerful, does it do hardware encoding of H.265? That would be a big seller to me. I would rather get a GTX 1060 that didn't play Doom as good, because you know that's my 10%. I don't care. That didn't play Doom at 4K at 70 frames per second, but encoded H.265 and made this video take 5 minutes to encode rather than 30. Because that's, when you add up an hour-long video, that's a lot of time saved for if it's a hardware encoding. So let me know your thoughts. Comment down below, let me know, and we'll talk to you later. See you, YouTube.